Okay, hello, my name is Liz and I will be teaching you how to use the pen tool on Photoshop. If you want to know the version I am using, it is Adobe Photoshop CS4. Yes, you have newer versions and you have other versions, but this one's been in my life for ages and I'm not willing to change it. Okay, so there are quite a few ways you can use the pen tool to your advantage. For example, you could use it to draw with, which is what many people who don't have tablets use. What they do is they open up a scanned image. Let's find a scanned image of mine. And I'll show you how to use it. Trying to find a suitable one to show. In fact, you don't even have to use like an outline scanned image. You could easily use a random picture. I'm going to use my cat. It's my cat when she was a kitten. So you make a new layer. Right, so when you're on the path tool, when you want to outline, I advise you to use this tool here, not this one, because this one colours in the shape, and when you outline you need to use this one. So when people scan in images they draw, they already have an outline so they can follow. The outline I'm going to put in red for now, because she's black, and black outline on black, it's not going to stand out. Okay, so first of all, before you even start drawing with the pen tool, you need to take a look at your brush size. Okay. So my brush size is on 13 and it's a soft brush size. This is the size of the brush, which is not good for outlining something that you've drawn, which isn't this at the moment. Some people have tablets where they have pressure sensitive, where they could use the hard or softness of the brush just to make a nice outline. Personally, I use a hard brush, not a soft brush. Okay, so depending on the image size, your brush is going to be bigger or smaller. So I am going to select size 3 pixels on this image, and the biggest size my brush is going to be is that. Okay, so now I begin to outline. If you click at one place and click at another place and then move and drag your mouse, you can get a nice curve shape. Then what you do is you go on to paths, right click, stroke path, go into brush and press OK. So I got a nice outline. Another nice shape to it would be using the pressure sensitive on the pen tool, so people can make the shapes that they want to, and you get something like that, which is quite nice. So when I'm not able to use my tablet, I use this pressure sensitive tool on the path to create myself a rough outline. However, I do prefer using my tablet. Okay, so there's a little bit of an outline. I'll just carry that quickly on so you can see the shape. If you want to know why I'm doing this tutorial, some of you may know me from my other channel. I'm not sure, I don't have many followers. I'm not one of those people who get crazed over many. I created tutorials over GIMP. I never spoke because my voice sounds horrible on camera, which is probably what it sounds like now. I am doing this tutorial for a friend who wants to learn how to do Photoshop. She did not take it as a GCSE at school, and she really wants to improve her skills. Okay, so this is just a short one. I would be able to do this quicker using the tablet, and I would be able to do this a lot better if I wasn't rushing. Okay, so using this pen tool you can use it on a variety of things. I would not advise to use it straight onto drawing. I'd advise you to sketch something out first. But if you're really good at drawing, then yes, you may as well start straight away. I could never do that though. I mean, I'd like to, but I could never do it. I always have to have a sketch first. Especially doing animals, I must have oh, I don't even know what you call it. When I do animals, I must have a skeleton. That's what you call it, a skeleton. Yeah, if you like my accent at the moment, I'm British. So yeah. Nearly done. Oh, I don't like what it does there on the pen tool, but ew. You could also experiment with other things that happen, but I'll just leave the whiskers out so you can see. Okay, so go back onto layers and you close the background out. You'll see that you've got a shape of a cat. So that's one way you have to draw with a pen tool, which is what my friend wants to know how to do. Now, another way how to use a pen tool, well, you use it the same way really, but you don't have to do lines. If you want to do circles or other shapes, you're just pressing these shapes here and still do the same. But make sure you click on the outline. If you want a regular polygon shape, hold down shift on your keyboard and drag. That way the shape can't change shape other than like that. Okay, you just do the same thing, path, stroke path. There you go, you got a circle. You've got other shapes here, and you are able to import shapes as well by loading your shapes from anything that you've saved onto. But that's another tutorial. Okay, so going back onto this. If I was to draw with a pen tool, I would first sketch out what I am going to draw with. So I might do a quick dog. Quick dog, yes. I find dogs like easy to draw. They're always the first things I do when I get into Photoshop or even paper. That looks more like a wolf than a dog, but yeah. Okay, so sketch the head. So all I've got to do now is make a new layer, change the colour to black, change the brush size to black, then change the brush size to 3. You don't have to have it to 3, I personally choose it because of my board, and you stroke the path. Now this time I'm not going to do the stimulate pressure so you know what it looks like. It's just a nice thick line. Good when you can use stuff like this, because sometimes when you have to do long lines with the tablet your hand goes all wobbly and you can't always do it. And if you want to do like a cartoon thing where you want your lines to be perfect, then I do advise the pen tool. So when you have programs like this, like Photoshop, GIMP, PaintSci, you've still got a fair chance to be able to draw in it, whether you have tablet or not. You could scan in your images or take pictures of your images and always draw over them to give something like this. There'll be little details like further sketched in are a bit more difficult than said. So you could maybe zoom in and add the detail in very slowly and very carefully. But I don't do that because it just bores me, which is bad because I shouldn't be bored by art. Okay. So, nearly finished, and I'm just going to get the eye back in because it's taking so long. So yeah, this is what the pen tool does. Now, a good trick to do with the pen tool is, well, first I advise a black background. Yeah, black background came up automatically because it loves me. And a white brush. It doesn't really matter what brush size you use at the moment, as long as it's not too big for your screen. Okay, so yeah, I'll use this size 74. It can be done with just the brush tool as well, which is what people may want. Oh gee. Bad thing about a tablet is you can't always control where you want things to go. I don't manage to do that. Okay, so do paths, stroke path. I'll have the stimulate pressure on. See, it looks quite nice now. Starting with a logo that, you'd be like, Slade. I don't know, like, or shopping. Yes, shopping. Anyway, so a good technique to use would be double clicking the layer thing, and you get this layer style box to come up. Now what I like doing is clicking outer glow, and then I go on to hard light, put the opacity up to 100% and change the colour. Now I'm going to do this fiery effect that you may like. See? It's pretty cool. And the spread can like go out there as well. But I don't like using much spread. That's a nice one. Yeah, I like having my spread roughly around there. Now a bit small spread. Yeah, having it around there. So then what I do for this fiery effect is click on the inner glow, click hard light again, opacity up, and then have like a lighter orange. Should do this. Okay. Now, when you've done something like that and you still stay on the white brush, you can do stuff like this, and it looks pretty cool to have this glow thing going around. If you carry colour in it, then your white should appear. So yeah, this fiery technique. If you right click the blur tool, if it's not set on, you click smudge, then you should have it on. Strength up a little bit. Let's wiggle away to create this like fiery effect on this zigzag. If you can use this, I don't own this, I found this on a tutorial. So yes, you're welcome to use it. Oh yeah, the brush I use is one of these splatter defaults, and they should be found like near the bottom somewhere.